Hello, this is Blue Star, Defender of Equestria, and this is my analysis of The Station in My Little Pony: A New Generation. Yes, as part of my ongoing focus on video analysis video series thing about My Little Pony: A New Generation, it's like I couldn't resist taking another look at The Station. What kind of station is it? Hopefully this will be a quick one. Famous last words, but after looking at this one image, which frankly is the best image if you want to look at, what is the station and how does it work, but I think with a lot of things in this movie, we'll probably be coming back here and be learning a lot more about it in the future. If you've seen Friendship is Magic, you probably have a good idea of what kind of station this is, because I think it's pretty clear that these are envelopes for hot air balloons. They're a little torn up and beaten up, but that's kind of understandable after all this time that's passed between Friendship is Magic and A New Generation, and this might explain why there's this like giant fan device thing on the floor of this station. When I saw Zip flying on this giant fan, I'm thinking, wait, why is there a giant fan in the middle of this station? I'm pretty sure whoever built this didn't build this for Pegasi to fly around on, especially since considering then Pegasi didn't need these devices to fly around on. And I also have to say, this fan is incredibly unsafe. There's no grill whatsoever, so unless you're a Pegasus, this won't end well for you. Anyway, so I think this is a giant fan for like inflating the envelopes of hot air balloons. Because when you first unroll the envelope of a hot air balloon, you have to basically blow air into it to basically inflate it, so then you can use the burner to heat all the air up and then you can get the thing to fly. I do have to say you usually don't need a fan quite this big in order to do that, but maybe they do something like they take the hot air balloon envelopes and they, they crane them over to the fan and then they inflate them. So that could explain why there's this giant fan in the middle of the floor. Otherwise, I can't really see whatever purpose this fan serves. But yeah, but that's certainly an interesting idea, basically having a hot air balloon, like, station port thing. The only thing is that there's no obvious way that the hot air balloons actually get out. Yeah, like in this shot of Zip flying upwards, we get to see the roof. It doesn't look like this roof opens in any way. I mean, maybe like these window panels, maybe they open and they allow the hot air balloon out, but I would have to say that looks like that'd be pretty tight. It'd be like, That was also my other thought, is that maybe after the hot air balloon is like inflated and flying, that, oh, maybe they have to turn on these fans and they just push the balloon like up and it goes up through the ceiling. But I don't think that's likely. Maybe like this giant stained glass window opens somehow. It looks like there's something out there. Because in this shot, if you look behind Sunny, it almost looks like there's almost a platform out there with almost like a ridge. Could this be like an airship dock where like the ship comes and like just sort of like docks alongside it? Maybe. It's an interesting thought. It could just be a ledge outside the window. But my instincts tell me that there's something going on here. But then again, my instincts are often wrong, so... But it's still fun trying anyway. I think the other thing that definitely says hot air balloon is that the basket that they're riding down in is definitely an air balloon basket. It even has the baskets of ballast that are like tied on the side. Parts of me feel like that this basket's a lot bigger than the one that we saw in Friendship is Magic. It could probably hold a few more ponies, and considering this is like a station for like, you want a whole bunch of ponies to get from here to there, that might make sense. It does honestly raise the question, if this is a hot air balloon basket, then what is it doing being rigged to like the ceiling? Maybe Zip did that. Maybe Zip found like another way to get down here, and then I found a big basket and there were these weird pulley things that were on the ceiling so that she could easily get down here. So I do think that this station is primarily a hot air balloon, possibly an airship station. There could be other modes of transport here too. But considering that, we're in Zephyr Heights and basically on the top of a very, very tall mountain, I really don't think that there's a train station here. But then again, Canterlot was essentially on the side of a mountain and it had a train that ran up alongside it, so you never know, it could be possible. And if we zoom in on the main image, we can see that there's westbound and eastbound, so that does sound a lot more like trains rather than, hot air balloons. There is kind of an interesting thing here, is that, yeah, we're going through the destinations. Is this maximum magnification? It's not good enough. MS-18 reference. I can zoom in more, but it'll just be a pixelated mess. Oh, I so wish I could read these destinations, but most of them are unreadable. There's one that just says Zephyr, which doesn't make any sense to me. That's where we are now. But then I just had a thought. Maybe this is like, you know, this place is called Zephyr Heights. Maybe Zephyr is just the part like at the bottom of the mountains. So if you just wanted to go down to basically the base of the mountain, maybe there's a Never town down there. The other is Manhattan. So yo! The only other interesting thing that I kind of like about this sign is that this confirms that the ponies use 24-hour time. The one other thing that I was able to find is that there are these paintings on the back wall, but they're too small to actually figure out what they are. This is max magnification, but it's not good enough. I hope we get to see them at some point in the future. I'm sure they're probably not very significant, but I still want to know what they are. I just noticed this statue/clock thing that's on like the top of this station. It's like, it's nice. Can't figure out if these are earth ponies or some other creature because they have some very big ears. Like most things in this movie, not a lot of things that we could figure out, but it was still fun to try to figure this out anyway. So yeah, we didn't really learn a lot about this station, but it's still pretty important because this was the first piece of hard information and proof for these ponies that all the pony kinds were actually friends at one point. So I think we're going to be coming back here and probably learning a lot more, which I'm going to be looking forward to. So, roar! So, I hope you enjoyed this video, and as always, thank you for commenting, liking, and subscribing, and until next time, this is Blue Star. Stay strong and pony on. Blue Star out.